What is up, YouTube? It is Drex, and I am back with another pickups video. So I haven't done one of these in a while, partly because of my trip I had to take, and I just it was hard for me to do this on and off. But now that I accumulated a lot of stuff, I guess I said let me just show it off. So this is actually going to be a massive pickup video. So just giving you a heads up now. You can skim through it if you want to, but it is going to be a little bit. But starting off with the Xbox games, I found these at Goodwill and a few thrift stores. So and they're pretty damn affordable. So I took advantage of the prices of them. So got Need for Speed Most Wanted. I would have got, if I was able to get my hands on the Xbox 360. I would have just got the 360 port of this game because it's way better. But nevertheless, I still enjoy the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox port of this. Still badass. Got Aggressive Inline. I'm probably not gonna play this one as much, but you know I'll probably play it locally multiplayer because I used to play. That's how I used to play this game, 2-player. When I used to go to a friend's house back in the day as a kid, so maybe when he comes by and visit, we can play this again and reminisce on the times. But you know, pretty fun game, good time waster, nothing too special. Next up, Freedom Fighters. This is a badass game. This used to be the game to play online actually back in the day. I originally owned it on PlayStation 2, but Freedom Fighter, yeah, I used to be on those servers all the time. This game was so badass. Campaign is pretty good too, but most of the fun was in playing this locally multiplayer or online multiplayer. Very awesome game. You know, you're probably gonna laugh at me for this, but I saw it and I said, well, why the hell not? It was only $5. So, Dead or Alive Extreme Volleyball. Yeah. Extreme Beach Volleyball. Pretty fun game. Oh yeah, Dennis Rodman is in this, and I forgot they had Bob Marley music in it. I forgot they had Christina Aguilera music in it as well. But very fun game. I want to get that PlayStation 5 port of the game or the Switch port, but I don't know if I want to spend $80 on it though. But you know, I like, you know, when Dead or Alive went in that direction of doing volleyball games, I thought it was kind of cool. I still prefer the fighters over it though. Next up, Crimson Skies. I actually own this one already. I just own the disc of it, but I wanted to own it complete, so. Yeah, came with the case and the game and everything, so I'm probably just going to resell the disc that I originally owned. The Suffering, The Ties That Band. I want to get the first one. Actually, I had it a long time ago, but this one is pretty badass too. But yeah, if you ever played through the Suffering, if you haven't played through the Suffering series, I recommend you play it. It's kind of, I actually prefer this series over Manhunt. Honestly, I personally like this one more. So, yeah, very fun game. Midway came out. Well, Midway's no more. But if Warner Brothers ever decides to bring this back, or you know, Ed Boon talks to them, convinces them to do something with this, I hope they're on board for it. But yeah, Suffering is a very good game. It's not so much survival horror, but I would probably it is a horror game, but I'd probably say it's more of an action horror game. But yeah, pretty fun. Good shit. Next up, the last Xbox game is Grabbed by the Ghoulies. I never understood this game when I first played it back in the day as a kid. You know, and like playing it now is still weird. Because like the controls, it kind of feels, I'm not saying it's just like that Jet Li game on PlayStation 2, but the controls, like such as regarding attacking and whatnot, it feels very similar to that Jet Li game on PlayStation 2, actually on that one as well, where you use the right analog stick to for attacks. So that's just me, but very cool game. I never really beat it with my friend. I don't know if he's ever beat it, but I'm gonna probably do what I can to beat it eventually, because I actually wanted to beat Grabbed by the Ghoulies a long time ago. So yeah, pretty awesome game. Next up, I finally got, so I already own Pokemon Red already, but I always wanted to own Blue. I originally owned Yellow as a kid, but I lost the game somehow, so I ended up buying back Yellow and Blue for Pokemon Game Boy games. What sucks about this one though is that I got a good deal for it for Pokemon Yellow, but the guy told me ahead of time, he said it doesn't save, so you're going to have to replace the battery. So I'm just going to have to resolder a new battery onto this on the board, and that's probably not going to be a big issue for me. I mean, if I get too lazy to do it, I can always just play the Repro version of the game I have, because that's what I was playing, because I was cheap at the time to buy the authentic copy. But yeah, I can finally say I own all 3 of them now. So I'm pretty happy about that. I might hunt for gold and silver later on, even though I didn't really play them, but I always wanted to play them. So also got my hands on this as well. Pretty cool accessory. You know, Nintendo was very innovative back in the day with this, with the Game Boy. You know, and I can definitely say, like, man, I think had they stuck to this kind of market, I think that they probably would have been able to create their own cell phones, smartphones at the time. But yeah, pretty cool thing. It's like little mini games in it. But you know, taking pictures on this, you gotta really be in like a bright area. But you know, nothing too major. But I think it's pretty cool. Pretty cool accessory to have. Always wanted one, so I said, why the hell not? Of course, I got my hands on these. So, had to get my hands on these. So, glad I finally got them. Hope PlayStation now comes out with side panels of those in the future with the same colors. But moving forward, I'm going to go with my PlayStation 2 and 3 games. So, starting off, I got The Godfather, the limited edition copy. I had this one a long time ago. I couldn't find it at my mom's house. So I ended up buying it back for like 20 bucks. Not too bad for what it was. They said the 360 port of the game and the PlayStation port of the game is better. I mean, not PlayStation, but the 360 port and the PC port is a lot better. But I personally like the PlayStation 2 port of the game. Pretty interesting. I actually prefer this over the Scarface game. But yeah, pretty fun game. Next up, I got Bully. I saw it for cheap, so I said, why the hell not? I have it on PC. I originally had it on PlayStation 2 as well, but, you know, I said, well, why not? I can have both. So, we all know that the Def Jam games, when it comes to the Def Jam games, Fight for New York is obviously the best one. And Vendetta is like a wrestling game ripoff. And then we already know that. That was originally intended to be a WCW game, but WCW went under. But Def Jam Icon that came out after Fight for New York. And yeah, this game isn't really the best. This is actually around a time when people was getting fed up with EA and the shit they were doing over there. But if you know me and you know my channel, I enjoy crappy games, and I like playing them. So I have a soft spot for this one. So why not? It's also a funny game to play. It's funny as hell. So I mean, why not? So yeah, we all know that this Resident Evil game is like an alternate dimension that's not in the sole dimension of Resident Evil. It's more of a what-if story, obviously. Operation Raccoon City, you know, but in a lot of ways it's pretty interesting, taking on a role as Umbrella Corp. And you know, I think it's pretty awesome. You have the option of killing Leon. I personally haven't done it. But, you know, yeah, this was really definitely... The more you play this game, you can tell it was definitely intended to be played online a lot. But, yeah, like I said, pretty interesting to me. I enjoy it personally. I know it's like the black sheep of the Resident Evil family, but, you know, it's playable for me. I still enjoy it. I still play on PlayStation 3 anyway, so... Next up, I'm actually going to put these two together, even though they're not related, but... I got 2 PlayStation 3 imported games. Siren, a new translation. I think the PAL port of this game is called Blood Curse. But this was actually supposed to be like it wasn't a remake. I think it was it was just another story in the Siren series where it's like 12 chapters. Where a film crew goes out to Japan, a cursed area in Japan. Well, a pretty fun game. It's very dark as hell. Like, I mean, when I'm talking about the textures and stuff. But very fun game so far. I'm like in chapter 3, but really enjoying it a lot. PlayStation 3 is region free, so you can definitely play it on there. But yeah, very interesting game, very dark, dark elements in it. I'm a big mecha guy, so if anybody is familiar with Macross, It was repackaged here in the 80s. Was brought over here into North America in the 80s as Robotech. Repackaged as Robotech. But that's how I kind of got exposed to Macross. But eventually, I started watching the original animes of the show. So I'm not Macross, the original Macross, SDF Macross, Super Dimension Fortress, and Macross Plus and Macross 7 are like one of my favorite series. But I think this goes up to like the 2008 series. This is where it goes as far as it goes. I know it came out in 2011, a game, but yeah, very fun game. Haven't gotten too far in it just yet, but really enjoying it. I'm a big Macross fan. Well, the 3 series I mentioned, but I like Mecha and I like a lot of stuff like that. I actually play a lot of Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2 on my PlayStation 3 because I love Gundam as well. Love the hell out of Gundam, but yeah, pretty awesome games. I check them. I recommend checking them out. I guess I'll just put all 3 of these together. Killzone 2. It looks like a Latin America part of the game, the greatest hits version, but Killzone 2, 3, and Shadowfall on PlayStation 3. Very awesome games. I actually own Killzone 1 on PlayStation 2 already, but this copy already comes with a digital copy of Killzone 1. So it automatically installs into your PlayStation 3 right away. But yeah, so it was no need for me to buy the Killzone trilogy. But yeah, I used to play these back in the day like crazy. Killzone 2 was like so ahead of its time for it to have the graphics it had. Like seriously, if PlayStation would have had remastered this for the PlayStation 4, man, it would have looked beast. But yeah, love these games a lot. I haven't beat Shadowfall yet, but I love my exclusives. I love my Sony exclusives, so Killzone is my shit. So moving forward, I'm currently playing through this one right now, Doom Eternal. I got the free PlayStation 5 upgrade, so I'm just playing it right now on my PlayStation 5. Good game. Very it's difficult. It's whooping my ass, but I'm enjoying it nevertheless. So yeah, love Doom. Love the original Doom games. Actually, I own these 2 already, but I own them digital. I own digital copies of them. So just in case if Sony ever gets rid of them off to the store or make them unplayable, I can always go back and play them. Plus, I got them for very cheap prices. They were like $15 each. So, yep, got my hands on the Medieval remake and Death Stranding. As far as the director's cut go, I'm actually going to upload a video next after this one, talking about the director's cut of Ghost of Tsushima and Death Stranding on PlayStation 5. But yeah, I'm going to talk about that soon. Yeah, moving forward, got my hands on another Storm Collectibles Mortal Kombat figure. This time I got Sub-Zero. This is him when he was unmasked in the Mortal Kombat 3 game. So yeah, thought it was pretty badass. I always this is my favorite version of Sub-Zero anyway. But yeah, obviously he doesn't resemble a person of Asian descent. I know a lot of people were kind of going ape shit about that, but yeah, I mean at the time we all know why. But yeah, like I said, love the figure. Nevertheless, it's badass. Got it in my Mortal Kombat figure collection. Love it a lot. Amazon screwed the hell out of me with the pre-orders. I had to wait at least 2 months to finally get it. I canceled my pre-order, and by the luck, I found a seller who was able to ship it out the same day, so I took advantage of that and bought it right away. But, yep. Moving forward, I got my hands on this. I know it's not video game related, but it was a part of the pickups. The Jackson's Legacy. So it's just like a book that has all the, it has like a legacy of the Jacksons when they were on tour. So, not just Michael, but, everything all the way up to probably now. But yeah, pretty interesting stuff. I'm a big fan of the Jacksons. I mean, I kind of make that clear on my channel. I love Michael Jackson music, and I love the Jacksons. That's what I grew up on as a kid. So that's all. I still listen to that and enjoy the hell out of that music. So next up, got my hands on the original PlayStation 3. the Piano Black, the one that's backwards compatible with PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1 and 2 games. Oh. Yep, very happy to finally get my hands on one of those. I know that it was a big issue with those, breaking down, a big heat sink issue. If I was ever encounter an issue with mine, I would know how to fix it and handle it. So not a big, not a big deal for me. But I always wanted that kind of PlayStation 3. So I got a PlayStation 3 Slim, and I got that original PlayStation finally, the fat PlayStation 3. So enjoying it. I kind of got it in a bundle, so I ended up getting this along with it. I don't think I had that Sports Champions game, but I know I got the Medieval Moves. It's still sealed. I'm gonna show that in a few minutes. But yeah, I got the PlayStation Move controllers and the camera included. And these are the games that came up with the bundle. So, ended up getting Sniper 1 and Sniper 2. I might keep them in my collection because I still actually like those games. I'm definitely keeping this Need for Speed game. It's not one of the best, but I like playing racing games. So it kind of relaxes me, like playing some sports games. I'm not a big sports game player, but it does relax the hell out of me. Quantum of Solace, I might get rid of this game and sell it. Got Modern Warfare 2 to 4. So I actually might keep these in my collection as well because I actually like playing the campaigns because the campaigns in these were the best. It seems like Activision is not really caring too much about the direction that they're going in with the campaigns because it's all online based now. But I still enjoy playing through those. Those are some pretty dark ass stories they have in the campaign, so very enjoyable. But ended up getting these bowling games, and here's Medieval Moves right here. So I might keep these in the collection. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, depending if I play these with my wife and son. I'm not too sure, but in the meanwhile, I've been wanting to get my hands on both of these controllers anyway. So why not? So. In the meanwhile, I'll see what I'm going to do. But other than that, that's all I wanted to cover for my pickups. I know I've been gone for a minute. I'm trying to be as active as much as I can, but that's how life is. But nevertheless, I'm glad I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you like my content. Other than that, this is Drex, and I'm out.